And we're back with Talk of the Town. Marcus Walsh is back this week. He's our broadcaster, sports broadcaster with WHHI-TV, along now with Daniel Cort. And Daniel is his partner as they work all of these sports events, particularly football, because we're in the football season. I've been getting to know you, Daniel. Welcome to Talk of the Town. No stranger to WHHI-TV. Tell us why you're not a stranger. Your wife used to work here.
Yes, for my wife Debbie
Yes.
worked at the station for 8 years.
Yes.
So I said on our broadcast on Friday night, it's kind of like a homecoming because I actually hosted a golf show here for, I think it was called Golf Weekly and then Golf Center. I was just talking to Wayne Morris about maybe we should crank that back up now that all these golf courses are making, they're flush with cash again.
Yep, they are.
But
Sounds
it's like a family here, and,
Yes.
I was just saying we did some shows early on when we adopted Liliana, and she was just a 6-month-old sitting in her little car carrier, and while we would do shows, and
And now she's 9.
now she's 9.5.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So it's fun to be back.
Well, talk about your partnership and how you got to know each other and really what each of you, I know you're more of the color guy and you're more of the play-by-play, at least with football. So talk about the relationship, Marcus.
Well, I got to know Daniel a little bit certainly through Debbie because when I was first starting here in 2013, Debbie was still here. But actually wherein I really got to know Daniel was seeing him in Hunchback of Notre Dame at the theater. Well, it's been about
2018.
2 years ago, 3 years ago now.
Yeah,
Jiminy.
I know.
Crazy how time
You're
flies.
an actor?
He's
I dabble.
he dabbles in it like
dabble.
we all
That's how
do.
I met Debbie. We met on stage.
Oh, that is so
We
cool.
were doing
I love theater.
We were doing a production at the May River Theater in Bluffton
Cool.
in 2005 called The Pajama Game.
Huh.
And we played love interest and art imitated life. And
Oh,
There you
how
go.
sweet.
awesome.
I owe my family and my life to the theater.
To the
So
theater.
it's kind of yeah, I'd forgotten you had
It's incredible.
seen that.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yep.
then how did it develop?
That's how we met, and then certainly hearing from Wayne, I was trying to figure out what's going on with the season. I said I can do anything you need me to do. Let me know. And he said, well, we want you to be our play-by-play guy, as we've talked about in
Right.
previous shows. And I said, well, okay, I'm having a color guy, right? And he said, yeah, Daniel Cort's going to be your color guy. And 2 thumbs up just went right up. I said, got it. But outside of the theater, I really didn't know Daniel all that well at all. We had a conversation on the phone about a week and a half ago. Right before that first game, I had Daniel on the phone. I was watching Notre Dame and Florida State as well, and we talked for about an hour,
Seminoles.
We
just to get to know each other.
A lot of common
And
threads.
A
Good.
ton of common threads, and that's really the key of forming a partnership in business, but a friendship in life too is the common threads, and we are very similar people.
Right.
And I think I watched the first game that we did here last night, and I think it went off great. There's always little room for improvement here, there, and everywhere, but thought it went great.
So let's talk about that synergy. We'll talk specifically about the Bluffton game, which was pretty awesome last
Oh,
Friday
man.
night, and the games to come. But for the viewers that aren't big, maybe football enthusiasts,
Right.
you do the you're announcing them, and you're giving like statistics and that sort of thing as the color commentator.
Yeah. I've been doing. I was a football player that turned into a golfer who still loves football, and I always said, in both, I have all this superfluous knowledge with no application. So I love doing these
Right.
things because I can actually utilize it.
Sure.
I've done radio for the RBC Heritage Tournament for 10 years now.
Okay.
So I've gotten kind of accustomed to being more of a color guy that can understands the strategies and the dynamics of the
Yes.
game. But I'll tell you what this guy does, that's the real skill and so when we sat down and immediately he starts, I thought, this is going to be a cakewalk because all I got to do is call football. I do that anyway. I do that at my house. My wife will tell you, I call football. But this guy is he's so skilled
Thank you.
and clean and precise at what he's doing. I just got to let the play unfold, give my thoughts on the play, give my thoughts on what's going on the field, so that the listeners and the viewers can kind of understand and follow. But Marcus is just Marcus really impressed me. I knew Wayne said Marcus has a lot of talent, but he's really clearly refined that talent, and it's going to be a fun season.
It is. Thank you very much for those kind words.
It started out with a huge game on Friday night. Bluffton was behind, comes back after the half to win. So you said it's one of the most exciting games that you've ever called.
It was the best game that I ever called, and it was a good thing that I had a little bit of time Saturday to rest my voice, because my voice was doggone near shot.
Marcus told me after the game, he goes,
"I'm
not going to get any sleep tonight. I won't sleep till 4 in the morning."
It was 2 a.m. that I finally fell asleep.
But guys, this is high school.
Yeah.
But it's so. Why is high school football so? Of course, this is the South. Football is the center of a lot of things that we do.
Right.
But you seem to have so much passion for it. Both
Pure.
of you.
It's pure. Absolutely. It's the feeling of a family atmosphere. We have it here. I mentioned it on the air Friday night. The teams have it. The coaches have it. The fans have it. Families, etc. We're going to see it a lot with Beaufort and Bluffton and these other teams that we have. Max Van Hohenstraten is tremendous. Stratton, thank you.
Mad Max.
We've said it every possible way. We just call him Mad Max now.
Say his last name again.
Von Hohenstraten. And he actually corrected me as I'm handing him the MVP trophy, which he was so deserving of. Played one of the best second halves of a young quarterback I've seen. I was very impressed. But he said Von Hohenstraten. So just for the record, let's get that right, because we're going to be hearing more from
German.
him. We'll be hearing more from him, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it.
Bluffton 3 more times.
Yes.
You got Hilton Head High School on October 1st against Beaufort.
Against Beaufort.
At Beaufort.
That's going to be a great
be
game.
huge.
Barn burner. Yeah.
Beaufort has beaten everybody they've played. They're 4-0. They
Handedly.
beat West Ashley 38-7 last week and had some mistakes in the first half. To me, Beaufort looks like the best team in the area.
Yep.
We're going to see a Hilton Head prep team this week that's really good against Thomas Hayward. Dave Adams coming back with it. Obviously, BJ Payne and Hilton Head are great. So much great action. The private schools, the public schools. It's going to be a great season. Check it out all year long here on WHHI.
Well, Daniel, so nice to meet you. It's
great to be back.
It is going to be a great season, and I want the two of you back again, maybe halfway through,
Sure.
and then at the end when it's all over. Does that sound good?
We're always
Sounds
available
great.
to
We are
talk.
always
We like
available.
to talk.
Thank you all for joining us on Talk of the Town, and we'll see